Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Anticipation for this one has been building through the early part of the season, and now here we are with a top 5 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Here's a give to Durham. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll go with Durham. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
On 3rd down, here's Durham. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Wide receiver going in motion. Hits inside. It's Smothers. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing Manning. Under pressure. Caught. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs we bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Flying down the left side. Touchdown LSU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Smothers. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. He was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Arch is going to throw for it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover.
Here we go. Ready? Slide. Sweet. Go.
Manning from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Turning it on. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got some room, it was over. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Durham. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Back to throw. It's Levin. With the catch, it's Durham. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. LSU right back to the line. Defense wants to bring the heat. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Making the adjustment. To throw, Manning. Stepping to the right. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Handoff, Caden Durham. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. LSU will get a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up.
Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Manning with a play fake. Out wide right, it's Townsend. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Defense all over him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. The pass didn't work last time. It might this time. There he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarterback because he's so special. You better put some more speed on the field.
Here's a give to Durham. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Turns into the pile. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Play action on 1st down. Left side is Green. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I think a big question at the start of the year was, could this transfer quarterback help take this offense to the next level? And David, he's really made his mark. He has played so well up to the midway point of the season with his decision-making, with his arm talent, his playmaking ability. He's got this team thinking national championship.
And I think that's only going to grow now, right? Like, he's getting the experience. He's been learning on the job with all these new guys and new faces, and he's still done really well. I think the best football is probably still in front of this young man. That's how good he can be, and if that continues to happen, this team's a national championship contender.
In the red area, it's Durham. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st down, it's Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Terrapins able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line.
The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Running inside. It's Smothers. Stopped right there.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Moving the pocket, it's Levin. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Right side, it's Wilson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tigers are marching down the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide left, it's Green. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Out wide right, it's Brown. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
To the wideout. Gain of 12. First down for the offense.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Left side is Green. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the move, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hands it off on the counter. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Arch to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this 2nd half.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah,
and it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Durham one more time. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Go, go. Jack. Man, this is your banner. Enter. Move. Go.
3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got some green grass. Turning it on. At the 20. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I love this offense being physical, man. 4th down and short, the defense knows you're going to run it. You still break through the line of scrimmage, and now you got 4 downs to get in the end zone.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll run it. It's Berry. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He'll go out of bounds at the 39. Good return, and the offense could certainly do a lot worse than this for starting field position. Here comes the Texas offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Rush right in his face. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Brown. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
Here we go. Ready. Black 38. Go.
Quick give. Got an alley. They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
At the 43-yard line. 4th down coming up.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Quarterback will keep it. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.